Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It has been interesting, and yes, there's a camera. I've actually always had a camera, believe it or not. Most of the time I don't use it, mainly because I kind of prefer the videos without the camera, and also because I don't have a great setup for this stuff, if you couldn't tell. Seriously, if you couldn't tell. Now, I wanted to make this video when I was in Japan. That's not going to be the case because I'm already back home, actually. Turns out, when you have a lot of work to do and things don't go as planned, it kind of delays the way everything else would go. So that's kind of what happened. It's late now, it's about 11 o'clock. I got in later than I really wanted to, but that's okay. After unpacking and everything, now here I am. And what's crazy is I mentioned in a comment or in a post that I was going to be coming back and doing a recording session. That's probably not going to happen actually right now. It turns out I'm going to be leaving for another trip tomorrow and we're driving. So that being said, I am going to be recording videos tonight. So that way I can take them on the road and try to edit them while I also work simultaneously. I will be in New Mexico. Not being able to do this really does bug me a little bit, but the timing is just the only it was the only time that would work for everyone else, and I didn't want to be the one reason that we didn't get to go and do something as a family, you know, my wife, my parents, whatnot. I was supposed to build a script, or I had a script, and it just didn't pan out the way I wanted it to because it was going to be in Japan. So I did mention that I wanted to talk about a couple of things about the channel, primarily about how I want to keep moving forward. So as far as how the channel is going to go, I know that in the start, or at the start, we were doing videos every day. That is not sustainable, truthfully. And the only reason I say it's not sustainable is that when events like this happen, where I'm not going to be able to record a session or edit, there will be large gaps of time where there's just no content, and that doesn't really sit too well with me. I want to maybe change the upload schedule to at least maybe 3 times a week, you know, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, put out new videos, and then just weekends will just be spare time for me to edit more and record more as I need to. Very similar to how this Japan trip was, where it was a work trip. There is going to be another one actually in about a month, and it'll be in Singapore, supposedly. Now it's not confirmed, the dates are not confirmed, but there will be a 2-week time frame, and that's a long time. And if I were to do daily, you know, uploads, I would be putting out content. I'd have to make content very, very quickly, and I just don't feel like it would sit very well with me with the way I like to edit these videos. I want them to be good. I want them to be entertaining. I don't want them to be rushed. So as far as content goes, I do want to continue playing the horror games that we've been playing. I do plan to play the rest of Mad Father and Misao at some point. I know that those have those extra modes, so I do want to play those. I do want to continue doing Pavlov content or tutorials. There's been a lot of requests for a lot of really cool ideas, and in short, the reason these haven't been created yet is because I don't actually know how to do them. I'm not a master by any means in Unreal, and when it comes to these tutorials, I do feel like there's a lot of things I overlook, and when I make the video and watch it, I do feel as though there are times where I overlook something really critical and crucial. And I want to be better about that, but I also want to make sure that I'm not devoting, you know, extraordinary amounts of time to, you know, these Unreal things that are not really the direction I necessarily want to keep going. But in short, there will be more tutorials coming forward. I just need to actually learn how to do these things, how to create a script for it, and then I will record it and edit it as needed. That's kind of the thing. I did say that this was going to be the first vlog, video log kind of thing, and hey, look at that. I do have a face. I've always had a face, by the way. My older videos had cameras, and that was kind of the big thing with this one, is like there's always been web camera access and ability, but I just don't feel like it really, I don't think it sells the content as well as I'd want it to. And plus, I don't think I'm very photogenic, so when I look at this, I'm probably gonna be like, ugh, gross, what a disgusting mess. That was kind of the big thing I wanted to share in this video, is kind of what the plans are moving forward. I don't want to keep anyone in the dark, and I want to make sure that we're still making content for this channel, because I don't want it to come off as abandoned. That was the whole goal of the revival effort, was to essentially recreate and rebrand the channel in a way that I think was more fitting to what I wanted to do. So that's pretty much that. So thank you all for watching. Thank you again for all the continued support. You know, there's a lot of crazy things that have been happening, and I was recently checking the channel. I'm just gonna pull it up really quickly. You know, we're at 1,123 subscribers, and I know that sounds really funny to some people because it's like, wow, that's just like nothing. To me, it's a lot, and that's awesome. That's why I love it. I think this is great, and I want to continue doing this. So, you know, I really do appreciate all the support that everyone has been, you know, giving me, and it really does make a difference. It does motivate me to want to continue to do this, because this has always been something I've wanted to do, and I've never had really the time to until recently. And even now, I still don't even feel like I really have the time. I want to do something that I've wanted to do for a while now. So, and for me, that's this YouTube. I look forward to all the new stuff that's going to be coming forward. I'm really excited to start sharing it, and I will be posting along the way. So thank you all for watching. This has been MaJerati, and I will see you all in the next one.